multiple directions rather than how we usually listen to music through stereo, 2 channels. And this creates a richer experience. And we really wanted to bring that into what we were doing, especially with nature sounds when we go and sit in nature, you know, hearing different bird sounds from different directions, or, you know, sounds of the elements from the earth. It really immerses us and it does something to our senses. So we felt that was a huge part of what we needed to bring to what we were doing with Earth Echo. And so the field recordings we're sourcing meant that we needed to find really amazing field recordists who are really passionate about bringing nature sounds to people. Eduardo did a lot of research into finding people.
Yes, Ambisonics is one of the ways you can approach 3D audio. That it goes, it's almost the more experimental, most research. Yeah. Of course, there are more in the market. There have others that are being basically developed for cinema, that basically are more related to the certain amount of loudspeakers. But Ambisonics is the one who is like purely description of what's happening around us, and we are limited to have to decide if we are going to create a binaural rendering of this Ambisonics. Ambisonics is just this space where the sound is going to be as realistic as possible. We approach the real experience of being in the forest, being surrounded or in the scene. And of course, it has a deeper effect than stereo till now. Sure. Yeah, that's for example, as an example, that what you would do in a room. But we create some installation where the sound is really trying to surround as much as possible. Events for people to feel the sound in their bodies as well as experiencing a realistic effect of being surrounded by nature. The therapeutic effects are beyond even the technique.
So just the fact of being immersed in this 3D sound, as you say, replicates being in a natural environment, as you say, Fan, and having proper field recordings, as Eduardo had to find a person for this, is very important to be completely immersed in this natural environment that can be even more therapeutic, which makes sense, I mean, because it sounds like an environment that our body has been evolved for compared to just headphones. But yeah, Eduardo, if you want to speak about the field recordings.
Yes, I'll share that, and also just a testimonial from a friend that sort of explains really well the immersive experience, how far it can get. The field recording, we thought we'd go around the world and record these cool locations. We realized when you discover a new universe, then there's a lot of people already there doing a lot of beautiful things, and we managed to collaborate with a few people. They're on our website as well. And then we got a bit of basic equipment, and I've experienced trying to hunt these sounds. It's one of the best experiences. It combines solitude with hiking and being patient.
Interesting.
I went to a location in Canary Islands looking for this bird called Pardela. I was waiting for 2 hours, walking up a cliff, nothing. I give up. I just packed equipment, closed the car, closed the door, boom. I heard the first one, and then it was like hundreds of them. So I went back and recorded, and it was fascinating. And just about the immersive, I have this friend, and she likes our tracks genuinely a lot. And she said she was in the bathtub I think she was listening to Acadia, and she's like, it was so immersive that for a moment she felt she had to grab the handle of the bathtub. Like, when you're sleeping and you suddenly do like this little,
you tweak a bit.
She was safe in the bathtub, having a nice bath, but she still felt like she was flying around the jungle or something like that. So.
Okay, very immersive. And she was imagining and being transported emotionally and through images.
Just felt it, yeah. And that's, I think, where we get to later. It's about the
Amazing. Is this the ideal view you were looking for when you were doing that?
They're really difficult to find, actually. A friend that was shooting for TV in the Canaries as well, he said they spent 2 weeks trying to get them, to capture them. So they're great. Really, the sound really, really interesting. They sound like really angry grandmothers or something like that. I don't know how you describe it, how you imagine that. I'll send you a little snippet so you can see.
I mean, there must be a place to put it, have a therapeutic goal. You all know in terms of music, you can be relaxed or you can be dancing to it, for instance. So maybe there's a part of the journey where more intense music in your sound journey or intense sounds can come in place, you know. I just want to mention right now that you have this YouTube channel where you put your recordings, and they're immersive, they're very natural, they're very calming, and you have different themes that you have here. This one's a didgeridoo. This one is in some recordings in, I don't know where this forest is. Canada, it says that. Yeah. So yeah, so you can experience at home your work. Earth Echo's work can be experienced at home through your YouTube channel.